People don't usually criticize me for being quiet, but let's see here. Let me get my microphone set. Happy Sunday to you all. It's either Sunday or, depending on what country you're in, it might be Monday. I don't think that it can be yesterday. I'm not sure that that's actually possible. So yes, here we are, and we are going to lose our minds. That, that really is the purpose of all of this, just in case I haven't said that 5 times. We're going to lose our minds, and you're probably going to find yourself either getting irritated by the tick-tocking or the Riley talking. So here we go. We are here, and we are doing a Brainstruction live stream tonight. So I'd like to welcome you. This is the Brainstruction Party. I am Riley. I am your host, puzzle confidant, and I'm a part-time piece wrangler as well. This is not a tutorial. This is what I call soft chaos. This is where you land and we'll solve the puzzle together in real time. And I want to just throw out a couple of housekeeping bits and pieces. This is just a live stream. We're going to make mistakes. There will be tangents. This is actually mostly tangents. It's mostly me talking and a little bit of problem solving. We are going to play the giant party-sized puzzle prototype that I created. And yes, this one has a secret. This one has a secret. It's got this built-in locking mechanism that I haven't shown really any of you until I think it was this past year. This might be like the second or third time that you've seen this. So if you would like some more exclusive reveals, some headaches, and some stress, you are in the right place. I am the leader of the Executive Dysfunction Department, and that's where we're here. That's why we're here. And where are my challenges? Oh, I think they're in these folders that I got. See, I told you, executive dysfunction. That means there really should be no reason to know where anything is at any point, ever. And you're going to soon see why this puzzle is so crazy making. So right here in these super drab yet officially office-ish folders, look, it's like an abyss. I fill the screen with this and it's emotionless. I've got, okay, I'm not going to open the solutions. I've got our challenges here in the dossier. I call this, what did I call this color? Like, oh, it wasn't mocha. It was something more original. Like, oh, was it tea with milk? I don't remember. It actually doesn't matter. So we are going to start with challenge number, let's see here. I'm going to start with challenge number 1. Right here. You see how it says, oh, I'm sorry. See, I told you, Executive Dysfunction Department. It's like Nutty Professor here, but like not in a hilarious way. Okay, this is the challenge layout right here. So we're going to put the pieces down, and this is my stay put mechanism. And the reason this looks so ratty, this is called a prototype. I made this by hand. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? It's like from Handcraftedville. The challenge tells us which pieces to put down, and then we are solving for what's left. There are 48 pieces in this sort of conundrum of insanity. And I need to make sure that I have enough prop wax. That's what this stuff is called. It's like gum. So I use this in live streams to make sure that this thing doesn't move. We don't want it moving around because that would make it even harder for you. Oh wait, isn't that what I want? Don't I want this to be as difficult as possible? Yes, I think so. So welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. Gosh, I love this prop wax. It is a little like gum. We're going to start with challenge number. So if you've never visited before, This is the Department of Executive Dysfunction. I am the director of said department. And tonight we are playing Brainstruction. So there are a couple games in the world. One is called Kanoodle. One is called IQ Puzzler. And today we are going to play 48 pieces of brain bending, potentially migraine inducing brain teaser fun. Okay, so it's challenge number 1. All of these pieces, the colored pieces right here, those go on the board and we're solving for the empty space. So if you have played Kanoodle before, it'll make sense. If you haven't played Kanoodle, you're probably going to feel alienated and left out, and that's actually my intention, because in case you don't do that to yourself automatically, you can rely on me to do that for you. You are welcome. Okay, so we're going to place, let's see, we've got the blue here, then we've got 3 spaces until we get to the orange, so that goes there. And once we get this placed, we will not have to refer to this chart again. So this is probably going to bother you watching me do this, but you can just sit back and laugh or roll your eyes or leave, you know, or not. You can like sit there in incognito. So we're gonna put, let's see, this magenta one. See, even putting this together is work. And coming from someone who had a traumatic brain injury, that would be me. And I know it sounds like I'm joking around, but I'm not. This game has actually helped me act even more inconsistent and confused. So there's a testament right there. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put that piece down. I like to call this one Snowball because it's very original name. That's tomato. I'm introducing you to tomato. This is raspberry. Tangerine. We've got some lemon here. So there's 1 space before lemon. And then we've got lime. Welcome, welcome everybody. Lime goes there. This is the piece. So when I have nightmares of the worst moments in my life, they're nothing compared to this. So this is like a nightmare, but in real life. And you'll see why. You'll start to have like nightmares about that piece. The C, the yellow C, the green, that one. Okay. So now we're going to put another one over here. Is this lined up? It looks like it's lined up. And then we've got another gray one. So it's 1 spot over. And do I have that in the right spot? You guys are probably going to have to correct me. Let's see. We've got the 2, 1. This goes up here. And then this gets lined up with this one. This one comes down. Do I have this correct? Yes, I do. Okay, that's placed. So once this is set up, the setup is probably making you cross your eyes. Once it's set up, we won't have to refer to this chart again. Cotton candy, although that looks more like flesh. That color right there, but I don't think I want to call it flesh because that's actually not very interesting. And then we've got grape. So let's just do a double check. Hello, Kuroko 76. That is a very memorable screen name. Okay, correct me if I've missed anything here, if I've placed anything in the wrong spot. I don't think so. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so the challenge is going back into a very industrial beige folder. And so my whole thing is like, let's not have a beige adulthood, but there's lots of beige. The table is beige, that folder is beige. Okay, so this prototype is obviously made out of cardboard, but what I've created here is what did I call this? I called this the, I had a name for this. Oh, it's a built-in locking mechanism. There we go, that's an interesting name, isn't it? So it keeps the challenge pieces in place. Okay, that only took 10 years to try to describe. And now we begin. So we're going to fill in the empty spots with these pieces. And this giant pencil is what I'm going to use to take pretend notes. I actually just like carrying this around because it looks very official in like a Jack and the Beanstalk kind of way. I just like having this out and about, this weird pencil. Okay, so, I was having a good day and then we all showed up here. So now the torture begins. So what you're gonna see is at some point you're gonna feel like this can't be solved, but it can't because it's just like life. It can be solved. Okay, so, I called it the stay put. The stay put feature. Kind of like, like a dog, except not. Can you hear the ticking? Because I am hoping that you can. I have a ticking going on in the background. You can use a code word if you need to, like popcorn or something. Say popcorn if you can hear the ticking. And I'm not sure what's going to drive you insane, the ticking, or my talking, or this puzzle. I don't know about that. Where should this go? This looks like a good spot for this one. Oh, I see a note about chat. I had chat off for a while, but I like seeing your frustration come through in words, so I turned it back on. You're welcome. This is Blueberry. I'd like you to meet Blueberry. I feel like we also need the sound of that Kanoodle tickler. Now the Kanoodle ticker. I feel like we need that one because it's just such a great sound effect. So I've walked into room number 7B. Actually, it's just next door, to get the Kanoodle ticker because the sound is so captivating. This is Kanoodle. This is not the game we're playing, but it has this ticker. It's like a love affair. It's a love story. We're going to play this ticker. Oh, it's so great. There we go. That's the sound. That is the sound. Oh, Ronaldo. Happy birthday. I would like everyone to wish Ronaldo a happy birthday. So it's Easter and happy birthday. Oh, and there's the train whistle. Oh, now I can breathe. Now I feel like everything's normal. I've got eggs and a giant pencil and a train whistle. Oh gosh, there's nothing like just feeling like oneself again. Okay. Why am I being so hesitant? Oh, someone just said it's their cat's birthday. I think I draw the line just at humans. I mean, I don't know. Cats have birthdays too. It's fine. I don't know what that means, what I just said. So dismissive. Yes, my hallmarks are I'm dismissive. I never sound authentic because I'm usually not. I'm just kidding. Sort of. And we are playing Brainstruction. This is 48 pieces of torture. It seems sort of innocent and like a delight, but it'll set in a few hours from now. You'll start to twitch and feel kind of upset for no reason, and this is why. This is why. So thank you for joining. I was going to try doing this gameplay with just the left because I've been told that left-sided neglect, it's actually a thing. So I had a serious brain injury a number of years ago, and I was told that the left side will need more attention than the right side, like it'll get jealous or something. And I don't even know where I was going with that thought. That I'm not going to do this just left-handed tonight because it'll go into like tomorrow or next Thursday, which, you know, would be a very, very, you know, why finish thoughts? Really, why? It's just easier to not, I think. You know, to just not have a point. We have to own what we're good at. I'm good at starting a sentence and then, you know, going to take the trash out. Just something random. You gotta own it, friends. Oh, all right, this isn't gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Such attitude. Such attitude. So the reason I created Brainstruction is because I wanted a very difficult game for one person or a bunch of people to play at the same time. Because I noticed during live streams over the last year or so that everyone wanted to chime in and tell me where to put which piece. And I thought, let's make one for a bunch of people that also had this locking mechanism, even though this is a prototype. So we don't have to keep referring back to a guide that shows us which pieces we placed. I know this is very in the weeds, and some of you are like, what am I watching? Why am I listening to this? But it'll start to make sense. It's just one of those great mysteries of, see, why finish a sentence? Great mysteries of, and then you just stop. I think I'm gonna make one of these in like a wood grain. Maybe put a coffee stain on it. Like a wood grain, maybe just not black. I think I'm ready to be staring at a different color. That won't work. So I think last week we did a puzzle that took 50 minutes and then one took like a minute. Isn't that interesting? I know. Okay, so there's no such thing as a piece that's just one little dot, which means I'm sort of in trouble here. Totally in trouble. The cage is going to fall from the ceiling and I'm going to be trapped in it. Wait, did I just? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But do any of us really know what we're doing? No, we don't. I think it's easy to just admit I have no idea what I'm doing. It's relaxing, actually. Last week I was thinking of like some phrases that kind of represented how I was feeling that day. And actually, maybe it was every day last week. Overthinker, underachiever. That's my mantra. It's so powerful because the thing is, nobody's going to run up to me and say, that's not true, or be offended. Overthinker, underachiever. I think I need that on a t-shirt. Yeah, I think I gotta place that order. I don't know about any of you. Like, do any of you feel like you're an underachiever? If you do, don't feel bad about it, because I'm starting to not feel bad about it. And it's satisfying. I'm not using the word lazy, I'm just saying overthinker, underachiever. Because if I say lazy, then I have to take responsibility for it and do something about it. Okay, wait, can that go there? No, it cannot. Okay, this piece looks like it belongs here until it doesn't. It's typical. It's very typical of how I play and of this game. It seems like there's a spot for it, but there isn't. So when I'm playing, like I like to go for visual balance and then logic, which is kind of how I decorate in my house. So balance and then logic. Like, oh, you know, that spaghetti strainer looks beautiful next to the sofa, but it makes no sense. I had a $13 vintage Barbie dream house on a table behind my sofa for like 6 months, just because. No alarms went off, no one ran in and put me in a cage. So the metaphor or the message here is just be you. Otherwise you're trying I'm not going to tell you what to do. Actually, I am telling you what to do. Just be you, because it's so difficult, I think, to do otherwise. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just filling the air. I'm so good at that. So good. You know, let's make it look like I was doodling or something. Idea. This thing is real. That's a real eraser. Like, come on. Okay. Yes, this contraption here, I built it with a dream, first of all. No, I built it with cardboard, chipboard actually, if you want it to sound fancier. Chipboard and a Cricut, not the thing in Pinocchio, but like this machine that cuts. And that's how I make all of my prototypes. I do not scrapbook, in case you're wondering. Not that I have anything against scrapbooking. this is kind of already putting me in a bad mood. And I think I was in a bad mood like when I woke up. For no reason. The other day I was in a really bad mood and I was like looking around the office and at what people were doing, like almost asking for people to tell me like, oh, can you just please give me a reason? I need a reason for this bad mood because otherwise it's just non-explainable. It's like a roller coaster. I feel like every day is like a miniature, it's like a theme park, except totally unenjoyable for anyone who's around me. So welcome. Welcome to my theme park filled with rides that are awful. Okay, so there's no such thing as a piece with just two spots, which means this is a lie. That is a lie. Maybe tomato can fit there, but there's no piece with one. Yet another lie. Okay. Boy, I sigh a lot too. It's really hard to listen to. I was listening back at one of my YouTubes to write down all the timestamps now that I know what timestamps are. I was like, oh my God, I cannot listen to this. Or I can't watch him drop pieces and like put them in the same spot over and over again. Yeah, I learned all about timestamps last week. Isn't that captivating? So there's no piece with three spots, so that is yet another lie. Yes, so this is Brainstruction. It's for those of us who like puzzles and sort of a cozy chaos. I think cozy chaos is my latest go-to phrase. Underachieving, that's difficult to say. Underachieving cozy chaos. Welcome. And it's not even like a self-insult by saying I'm an underachiever. I just own it. I don't feel bad about it. In fact, I'm good at it, so I'm sort of bragging, really. Okay. I am bragging. And I'm also very, very good at interrupting. Oh my God, I'm so good. I don't think this, I think we need, no. I keep trying to put this down. I'm just allergic to it. What am I gonna do? The tears begin. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's very nice, and so is that. Oh, no, we've got two islands. We can't have these islands. My gosh, what is wrong? Why can't I do anything right? So, did everyone eat a lot of candy today? If so, please tell, was it the jelly beans, the Starburst jelly beans, or the Cadbury eggs? Cadbury eggs? What did we all enjoy candy-wise today? I have an inquiring mind. I feel like I don't know what should go where. I feel like I've just walked into like a maze that has no end. Like a corn maze at sunset. Ooh, my God, I just gave myself goosebumps. A corn maze at sunset. And then they lock the gates. That must be a thing. I'm sure people have gotten stuck in a corn maze at sunset. It sounds like a book title. Corn maze at sunset. Can that go? No, it can't. So I imagine if this game were to become real, the top would, I don't know, maybe be clear. I would maybe even make this top part clear. And definitely out of plastic so you can hear the satisfying clickety-clack of the plastic hitting plastic. There's nothing more natural than the sound of plastic hitting plastic. God, when you put it that way, it sounds terrible. But you know what I'm saying, like this, listen. Oh my gosh, that's like a masterpiece of a sound. I'm going in circles, I already know it. Oh, okay. I also enjoy how haphazard this is, kind of like how some of us think. A little bit here, a little bit there, no rhyme or reason, but there is a solution, I promise. I promise there is. After this, when I was recovering from this brain injury, so I was in this center where they like taught us all how to basically walk and how to pick up objects. So many years ago, I created the Sneaky Snacky Squirrel game. And the whole point of this game is you pick up acorns with Sneaky and you put them in logs. And when I was in this hospital learning how to pick objects up again, in my left hand, they gave me dried beans and had me line the dried beans up in a row on like Play-Doh logs. And so one day I took Sneaky and I took the dried beans and put them in a row. And I was supposed to keep practicing to avoid the left-sided neglect. That's what it's called. So today I'm going to practice it a little more. And you know, we all have something sort of like that in our bodies, like a part that we aren't using very often. So like the opposite hand, the non-dominant hand. But in my case, even my thinking on the left side, it's kind of hard to describe, is like backwards. Like stepping feels backwards, looking at the left side of a mirror feels backwards. Yeah, it's kind of a weird trip. Like if I'm at the gym, the left side, it's like I need I don't know, like an instruction manual, like glued to my face or something. But I no longer feel bad about it. It just is. We've all got our thing. So that won't work because there's no such thing as a piece with just two. It's just roadblock after roadblock here, my friends. And I don't have a piece to go in that spot. So what are we gonna do? I mean, like seriously, what are we gonna do? And I don't think I have a piece that size. Okay, I'm bored with that section. Let's come back to it because it's always going to be there waiting for us. What if, okay, so that can't be real. That can't be a spot. But, oh look, look, behold. Behold, it's very apropos. Wait, I can't do that, but no, because there's no such thing as a piece with two. Ugh. I think, did I have that there already? I think I did. What can go here? What about that piece? If you've ever tried to brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand or vacuum, oh my God, it's like a journey. Try it. The next time you vacuum with your Dawn monument. You know what I'm saying. Try it. It's free entertainment. It's exasperating, so there's that. That's energizing, right, when you're frustrated? It feels like a yellow one could go there. Let's try it. No, because now we've got two spots and there's no such piece. No such piece. Okay. This feels, ooh, no. That seems right. Oh, look, we're filling up some spots. Isn't it interesting that you can sit alone in a room with people coming in and out of a live stream and feel not so alone, but kind of crazy? And it's comforting in an odd way. I think it's because there's something about hearing ourselves talk, even to ourselves. It activates something, because I was talking to my therapist about talking to myself, you know, not like thinking there's like a crow sitting on my shoulder, but like affirmations, saying them out loud. There's something powerful about it, and I don't know how else to describe it. It's almost like it makes it come true because you're hearing yourself say what you're thinking. So it's not a "you go girl" post it on your mirror or written in lipstick. It's you saying something out loud to yourself. Like, get your hopes up. That is my sort of favorite phrase of the moment. Get your hopes up. Because I'm kind of tired of the old tape playing in the head that's like, don't get your hopes up. Oh, look. You guys look. Oh, okay, don't look. Can that? Okay, that's a no, because it's just one. There's no such thing as a piece that's just one. Where were we up here? What about... Oh, someone just typed in go away. Well, I can't, but I can make someone go away who is not contributing happiness and harmony to our live stream. Sorry, those are the rules. I'm the only one who can speak negatively about themselves. Nobody else is allowed to. Those are the rules. That's not going to work. Okay, that could go there. Oh, look. You guys, look, we're filling up some of this board. Isn't that satisfying? Aren't you like, oh my God, I didn't know my weekend could turn out like this. He's making it happen. Oh, I don't even have any of these like eggs in this scene. I have all these fake eggs for Easter. Here, let me get one in here. I get kind of obsessed about like all the junk. Here, I'll put one in this R. Okay, that's better. It's nice and jammed. Okay, so we have 5 pieces. I think we're in a little bit, oh, no. We can't do that. We can't have just like one spot. And there's no, okay, what can we do here? We can't do this because there's no such thing as a piece that's one sphere, so that goes away. I'm going to go back to the dossier and show you guys where we started. We started with challenge number 1. So the way this works, this is the challenge. You put all the pieces down on the base layer, and you close the top, and you're solving for all of the empty spots. You like how I'm acting like I'm some sort of game show host, product presenter. Move that out of the way. Look who it is. It is Dan, the breaking news man. It's a veteran. Dan, the breaking news man. Dan, the breaking news man, is in the house. I don't know why I'm saying it. I don't know how like that, but seeing you guys show up over and over again makes me very happy. And I know I always sound inauthentic, and sometimes I am, but it really has helped me during a particularly difficult year. And what I'm learning is that when you can find a way to work through difficulty, you just do more of it. Because I was finally able to work through a couple of life issues and, interactions, I'll say. And I don't know if you've ever completely worked through something. It's like not a bumper sticker, like you actually can completely work through something and, move on. And these plastic pieces and screen names have helped me do that. It's really helped me do that. I'm just kidding. Know your support and kind of sitting here talking about nothing for hours and having a good therapist. But really, because I'm the president of the Executive Dysfunction Department, I can speak to it firsthand. I founded this department, the Executive Dysfunction Department. It's part of the new bureaucracy core movement. So, welcome to that. Oh, this game is called a 99-cent vintage bingo spinner that I got in Boston at Goodwill. Look at this thing. Is this not a dream? Yeah, look, I love this. I love everything about this. The colors, I love the fact that it's metal. I love the fact that it's been used so much that it's scraped. But behold, I mean, come on. Yes. That would make a great component, like a metal spinner. So, as I was ranting, I think there's something therapeutic, kind of like in colonial days when people would just sit around and embroider the alphabet. Their hands would be focused on one thing, and it almost was a freeing effect, and it helped them think more clearly. Like chewing gum, or tapping, or drawing circles. And I feel like from a brain health perspective, for me, that's what this activity has done for me. And that's one of the other reasons I wanted a giant game board with a locking mechanism. I wanted a number of pieces so I could sit for hours and dump all of my problems onto you, say goodnight, let you deal with them, and I just go on with my day. So thank you. No, think about it. Think about the next time you're, let's say, embroidering the alphabet for your colonial butter churning club. Pay attention to how freeing it is for your brain. And I don't exactly know why it works that way, but it does. I'm trying to think of another, knitting, or I don't know, painting your nails, doing something, I don't want to say brainless, because this isn't brainless. See, I'm not even going to finish that thought because I'm not good at it. That'd be a great t-shirt, right? Can't finish thoughts and then just ellipses. No, I think I like my current one. What did I say it was? Overthinker, underachiever? Yeah. I'm gonna get that as a pantsuit. And wear it. And people will be like, we already know that. That's not interesting. feel like we're filling up some good spots. So if I do that, the problem here, it's all problems, I know. Problems, problems, problems. There's no such thing as a piece that's just like a one dot. Oh, and if you subscribe, you will receive a persistent yet gentle notification about my next live stream. I always do a live stream on Sunday, you know, the day of rest, until you pop in and you're like, oh my God, I thought Sunday Scaries were just work. This is a Sunday Scary. So you'll get a notification. And I also do, I call them whimsy drops because it just sounds so masculine. It's called a whimsy drop. And I share, let's say, a book that a friend of mine maybe wrote and illustrated. So this one that I did last week was about a creative journal by my friend Erica Root. So I do these whimsy drops. What else do I do? See, I didn't even answer that question. It's like you're on the edge of your seats. Anyway, if you subscribe, you'll add an extra glimmer to my eye, and you'll hear from me until you are ready to unsubscribe. And then I'll just pretend like it's okay, but feel hurt and angry. So we're really building a relationship, right? Well, as director of the executive dysfunction department, I think you'll understand what's happening here. What piece is going to go there? Oh, that one, I think. I believe one puzzle a few weeks back took 2 hours. I know, doesn't that sound like torture? So in my shop on Amazon, I do receive a commission if you make a purchase. There are a bunch of brain games by different companies. IQ Fit and IQ Puzzler by Smart Games. Those are in my shop. There's a link in the description. And Kanoodle by Educational Insights. Those are both in there. And I've also included a bunch of strategy games, games for preschoolers, games for adults who act like preschoolers. So I encourage you to consider me your esteemed personal shopper. Except I don't buy groceries, I just make recommendations. Games, activities, stylish stuff that maybe has no purpose or reason. Oh, and I didn't show you guys this week, but I'm still obsessing about my friends at Kiln Co-working gave me this globe bank. It's so bureaucracy core. It's so old office. Like, try not to have butterflies in your stomach. Look at this pairing. This globe bank and this miniature clipboard. I mean, this has performance review circa 1983 written all over it. Welcome, Zari ASMR. So I am in search of a vintage Rolodex from 1983. I'm working on something and I want to own a 1983 Rolodex. I remember having a Rolodex and the whole thing was, when you leave a job, take your Rolodex with you. And now people are like, what's a Rolodex? The kind I had was like a wheel. It looked like a Ferris wheel, and you just put all the business cards in there, different art directors and illustrators I was working with. But then they had this one, it was this case that opened, kind of like a little like this, except it was translucent. So it was a case that opened, And then there were cards and the alphabet, like little dividers. But I want a vintage one from 1983, a Rolodex. And I think what I want to do is do a live stream where I just randomly flip through and pull out an object that is either something that I am in love with, or maybe we do an activity live, like story starters. I love story starters. Do you want to know what a story starter is? And if nobody says yes, I'm still going to tell you, because there are lots of shy viewers in this world. So a story starter, you just use a word, just any word, and you begin making up a pretend story about it. Sort of like audience participation. Okay, this is exhausting me because I don't believe there's a solution. Like, there's no such thing as a piece that's a T shape. So I did it again. I have failed admirably yet again. Okay, so the clock, oh my gosh, right now, the clock, let's take this giant pencil. The clock says that we have spent, oh, this is hard to write like beautifully. It says that we've spent 43 minutes. That would be 40 minutes of me talking and 3 minutes of trying to solve this. And I'm the one who benefits because I get to process everything that maybe has been sitting in my subconscious that I need to resolve before the week starts. So I get to parlay that onto anyone who's listening. People, a bird, a bag flying down the street. Oh, you guys, that doesn't work. I've already done that. So what do we do about this situation here? So that, sure, there's an L shape, but there isn't a piece that's got 3. So what does that mean? You guys, Dan, the breaking news man, has a phone call. I just want you all to know that. I just want you all to know, in case you get worried. Okay, this is bothering me, this section in here. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a tidbit. This board is 4 quadrants. And in each quadrant, piece can only show up once. So I have already broken my own rule. So here's what you're going to see. See how it's 2 raspberries? Because the challenge, you like these games that I play with you, the challenge has a raspberry piece. That means the solution cannot have a second raspberry piece. So we know for certain raspberries already placed in this lower left quadrant. I know I'm kind of giving it away, but this game doesn't exist in real life, so I can give you the tips and the clues, and I mean, I guess I'm the one sitting here trying to solve it, so I'm actually not even going to finish that thought because I don't know that I make any sense. So up here, you see in the upper right, there's no baby blue piece. So a baby blue piece has to appear up here at some point. Now it doesn't necessarily fit in that spot. So we need a green in this spot for sure. Let's move, let's not. Oh, see, it blocks that. Let's put a yellow one here. Green one there. So I would be inclined to put a white one there, but we already have a white, so it can't go in that spot. I hope I've made this very confusing for you. And the multiplayer, so I'm just one person here playing. Multiplayer, you each move a piece one at a time, and you can move a piece anywhere. You can add a piece, move a piece, but one move at a time, kind of like how you play chess. So let's get oh, that's not gonna work. Let's put lime here. No, because that's not gonna work. I wonder, what if we do this? No. 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 Did we have that right there? Why don't we try this? That won't work. Let's try this there. Okay, so you like how I just am talking out loud about nothing? Can this? So I'm learning a new technique in life. I know, yet another tidbit. I am learning that sometimes it's good not to know something. I have been practicing it over the last month or so. Oh my gosh, it's life-changing. All these life-changing moments. Seriously, if you know something like is going to upset you, like maybe you don't even need to know about it. I know that's so cryptic, but it works. I swear it works. And as the director of the Executive Dysfunction Department, I trust my instincts, and I hope that one of you takes that tidbit and puts it to work, because it's so freeing, really. I need a yellow one in here. So freeing. Can that? I feel like I want to take a break from that lower left quadrant. So sort of a, not to speak in code, but if you know that a particular event or subject or person or memory is going to make you feel bad, if there's no real reason to re-experience something terrible, you know, I'm not a therapist, I'm just speaking from my own experience. I just find it leaves so much room for so much good. It's just something I've discovered in myself this past month. First time ever, it's like, oh my God, you can just not care about something. It's actually that easy. Seriously. What's missing down here? Each quadrant holds 12 pieces. So let's look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have room for 2 more pieces. Is that right? So what's missing? I think this green is missing. And Troy Evans said hi, hello back. This green is missing. What other piece is missing in this section, would you say? We have the dark green. Oh, tomato. Tomato, tomato. So here's what you're going to notice. In this quadrant right here, we've got to find a way to get these pieces in. So how are we going to do that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got this area left. That means pieces need to be pulled out. Hello, GR. Welcome. I just had a very philosophical, one-sided conversation that was very satisfying. So basically, if bringing something into your consciousness, thinking about something terrible, doesn't help you, then move on. Like, choose good thoughts is what I'm learning. And I'm a grown person. I'm still learning all of this. It's just very satisfying. And I even said out loud the other day that I've lost my ability to be afraid. Like, even saying it out loud to you, I'm like, can I say that? And yeah, I've lost the energy. You know what? That's what I'm going to say. I have lost the energy to be afraid. I just can't. It's like, how would I just even describe it? I don't know. It's like caring about Brussels sprouts that are dipped in chocolate. Like, I would never discuss that or think about it, or well, I guess I am now, or make that part of my life because it doesn't serve me at all. Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. Which is why I said it. Executive Dysfunction Department, welcome. I just have no energy to be afraid. Because I think I've lived that way for so long. Ugh. You know, maybe I am afraid. Maybe I am afraid that this particular game is going to send me into some sort of frenzy that I will never be able to recover from. Okay, what is not in this section? We have, feels like there's a blue that's not here. Or, oh, cotton candy. We don't have cotton candy in this section and we need it. Could go there. Oh, look. Oh my gosh. This is good. Solved. And the thing about these challenges, when I built the challenges, oh my gosh, There are so many possibilities. Like I just knocked the camera. So we're just on challenge number 1 right now, 56 minutes. This is just one of a bazillion different challenges, and I have made a ton of them. These pieces can be mixed up in so many different combinations. It's just endless. Like really, I could sit here for 900 years and do puzzle after puzzle and process so much, like process so many psychological roadblocks with the help of strangers. Okay, so on this side, we don't have lime, and we also don't have tomato, which would be so disgusting together. Actually, don't those flavors seem like they would be good together, right? In like a Bloody Mary or something. I'm kind of craving a cup of coffee, but it's gonna do me in, so I'm just gonna have to not. Okay, so we've got yellow, red, and green to finish off this quadrant. So bottom line, I'm not even afraid of being afraid. It's like a part of my thinking that just went away. I don't have maybe I'm just lazy. I'm too lazy to be afraid anymore. Oh, okay. How are we gonna fit this one in? Can this go there? Okay, I'm just gonna think about that for a second. Isn't that ticking just, it's sort of primal. There's like a primal quality to the tick and the talk. So that timer, by the way, this is Educational Insights. This is their Kanoodle Ultimate Champion. That's what you're hearing. We're playing my game called Brainstruction with the Challenge Keeper mechanism. And you're probably like, why does this thing look so ratty? It's because it is a prototype made of cardboard and adhesive vinyl and electrical tape and strong glue. Like every family needs strong glue. So I need to get this lime piece in here somehow. And I don't know where it should go, because there's no such thing as a piece that's one spot. I like all these rules. Okay, let's try this. And let's put this here. That fits. That's an issue that we need to solve. Like I'm just moving eggs around. Yep, so I've discovered just a new freedom that is very fresh. and relaxing. Which is why I play this game, because it makes me feel so inferior and inept. I'm just kidding. Oh, what if that goes there? And what? We need a purple. We need a purple, a baby blue, and this green in this section. We've not placed any of that yet. Can't do that. Okay, so this needs another spot because it's leaving gaps that aren't helpful. Let's move that, shall we? Nope. Can't do it because it leaves us... Ugh. What can go here? Can this go there? It can. Oh, it can. Look at that. That is a miracle to behold. But then what's going to go here? So we have the white already placed. We need, okay, white, blueberry, and grape. Why am I not? Oh no, we already have white. Blueberry, grape. What's the third piece that we need to get into this spot? Oh, sky. So, no. Oh, cotton candy. I think that can go there, right? Which means... Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we don't have to worry about this section because we felt that. What if we duped up here? That's absolutely not acceptable. How about over here? If we duplicate any pieces. We need a solution for that area. And I don't know what that will be at this moment. At this moment, an hour and 5 minutes for one puzzle. Can we... Okay, something needs to happen up here because we need to fill that spot. The question is with what? Let me try that. And So we need a blueberry up here, and we need a raspberry. So let's get a raspberry placed, shall we? I think we should. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, I've done that twice now. Still not going to work. That's not going to work either. Boy, I should have gone to bed earlier than 2 a.m. You like how I just sit here and complain? I just sit here, move pieces around and complain. That's just the way it is, my friends. We either hold it in or we let it out. Oh, we need an... Wait, do we already have that one placed? Oh, we do. That is a tragedy. We need a red one here. I know that's not the place for it to go, but... What can we do here? Can raspberry? No, it cannot. It can go there. That is acceptable. What do we think? Okay, so we don't have an orange L up here. There's no such thing as 2, so this can't go here. Can that go there? Yes, it can. And that can go there. So I don't see a blueberry. Or a basil. Can basil go up here? What do we think? I think no, because there's no such thing as a piece just with 2. I wonder if basil... can go... This is like a spatial, like, conundrum. This piece and this piece, it's like spatial exercise to the maximum because they're such weird looking pieces. So we need an orange. I want to put like a complex piece down here. Like, I just want to get it out of my life. Okay, no. The other thing about sort of letting go of what bothers you is you just find a replacement. You know, like apple fritters. You replace something terrible with apple fritters and then solved, done. I've been obsessing about apple fritters for like 3 weeks, and I keep driving by the same donut shop, and I will not get myself one. And here I am talking about it yet again. So I think there's an unresolved apple fritter issue here. Oh, that could go there. Welcome, Jevin and GR and Troy Evans. Just want to tell you guys what we're doing. You are looking at brain structure, my creation. The base layer, so underneath this top, you're seeing some pieces placed. When I close the top, we've got all these gaps. I don't know why I'm talking to you like you're 5. We've got all these gaps. And so that's what we're filling in right now with these pieces. I'm Riley Wilkinson. I am a toy and game creator. I'm a design teacher. I am here to be a part-time piece wrangler and help you feel as frustrated and as annoyed as possible. And this is my medium. This is how I'm going to do it. So I'm glad you're here, and you will soon be glad that you, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I forgot, there's still this section that needs resolving. If that goes, there's no such thing as a piece that's shaped like a T. There are some rules in life. One of them is that there's no such thing as a piece shaped like a T in this game. What can go here? That can't work because it leaves a gap. Oh, and we have one down here already. Oh, we need one of these up here. Let's try that, shall we? Okay, there's no such thing as a T shape, so that can't go there. Well, oh, this cotton candy colored piece can go there. Okay. I've opened up an entire channel here. Seems like there's some colors missing from up here too. I'm going to show you the solution to this one, so it begins to make sense to you. Oh, there's the challenge folder in that beautiful mocha, and then the solutions folder in this mysterious gray. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got right and what we got wrong. Let's go to the challenge. We need solution number 1. That's what we need. That's solution number 7. Okay, let's see how we did. Oh, we have done pretty poorly. Oh, hold on. So this bottom quadrant here, we solved it. So let's go up here to the top. We've got the dark purple that we placed. Here, I'll solve it for you right here. Dark purple, yes, so I created all of these challenges for the 64-piecer. It was a challenge to create the challenges. Kind of like life, right? I don't exactly know how, but it could be a challenge to create challenge. It should be a challenge to create challenges if they're bad challenges. Isn't that nice and nonsensical? Then we've got this blue one right there. So note that we don't have a dark blueberry in there yet, but there we go. There was not an orange L, so we need an orange L. Let's put the orange L there. And then we ended with raspberry. Oh, see, so this comes out because there's already blue in the upper right-hand corner. We've got a basil here. Hello, gray. I thought you were telling me to move a gray piece. There's a solution to that upper right. So we've solved 2 quadrants out of the 4. And mind you, I'm not going to mark the quadrants on the board because really it's one 48-piece game. It's not 4 games, it's 1. But if you have multiple players, you can choose. There are 2 of you, you can each choose half. If there are 4 of you, you can each choose a quadrant and turn it into a race. But right now, I'm 1 player and I'm racing against my own level of sanity, I guess I'd say. Let's go to the lower left quadrant. So you're gonna see none of these are correct. Let's start here. Got the baby blue. Did we have the yellow in the right spot? No. So we've got this magenta here. And then this needs to go here. Did we have anything else? Oh, look. Look at how complex this is. So I set it up so that you've got a raspberry and then tangerine followed by, I would say this is my number 2 least favorite piece. We've got the basil and I call that one sidewalk. So now this one pops in. Then next to sidewalk, we've got, looks like we've got grape that goes right above basil. Let's go over here to the far right, which we've already solved. Let's head up to the left. So what's out of place right now? Oh, I can already see basil does not belong there. We've got snowball, tomato, then right under snowball we've got this tangerine L, which means that moves. Tangerine L goes there. Then look, I have the yellow here. It needs to be up here. Because 12 pieces fits right here. 12 pieces must appear here. One color cannot appear twice. Right above this lime. See, welcome to Brainstruction. It's the brain instruction zone. Do I have that correct? Lime, baby blue. Oh, something's wrong. Lime. Oh, see, I placed, when I put the challenge down, I put that in the wrong spot. So we're going to do that one last. Lower left. We've got snowball. And right, not like nestled into snowball, is it lemon? So part of what we're doing here is play testing. When the challenge gets set up, when the pieces are placed to begin with, it's important to double check. Here, I'll show you. So you're gonna see, oh my God, I'm such a klutz. Such a klutz. Such a klutz. Let's go to challenge 1. All the solutions. Challenge 1. Solutions 1 and 2. It's the setup. I don't want to show you all these solutions. Solutions 3 and 4. Solutions 7 and 8. 5 and 6. Challenges 3, 4. 7, 8. 5, 6. Those are all challenges. And challenges 1, 2. So one thing to note, when we set this up, this is called play testing. So right here, this is the base layer. We put those pieces down and then we shut the lid. Note right here, CK, the gray sidewalk is the color piece, needs to be up 1 row for it to leave enough space for the rest of them. So I can gently, let's see if we can do this. The electrical tape prototype. Oh my gosh, I'm on the edge of my seat. Okay. Careful, careful, careful. So I undo. These will be latches. So this is how a prototype is made to represent what will become the final product. So these pieces of tape right here that I'm pulling off, these will be latches that close and snap shut. I think you can probably imagine this now. So I'm going, what am I going to use? I'm going to use a colored pencil. See, when you play test a game, you do exactly what we're doing right now with brain instruction. We are poking holes in any potential issues. And so far, the issue is needing to be able to double check quickly where the challenge pieces were placed. Pop this up. So this one is moving up 1. This cotton candy piece, up 1. And this gray one is moving up 1. You see what I'm doing here? I'm going to leave these pieces, these future latches. That's how you create a game prototype. Seriously, this is made out of cardboard. Okay, so we'll go back to the challenge. Let's double check. So right here, you've got K. Then there are 2 up from this top K where sidewalk begins. Cotton candy is nestled in. So the solution, back to our solution card. Can you believe, like, this is the kind of stuff I started. So when my recovery from the brain injury began, this was 6 years ago, I started drawing shapes over and over and over again, just squares over and over. And then I created this pattern game. I cut it out of cardboard. Then I created another one, and then I started playing Kanoodle with you guys last year. And I was like, this is like helping me in some weird way. Like right now, me not even finishing what we started, which is me showing you the solution. So right up here, see that baby blue? Raspberry goes in. What else did we not place? So looks like we need blueberry right under there, under sidewalk. And then the last piece for this quadrant is basil. So right up there. I wonder if it would be helpful in the solution. Maybe not in the solution, but maybe on the challenge setup. To maybe I make a dash so you know where the quadrants are. Okay, lower left. How did we do here? Let's see. We needed to have put blueberry. Well, I would never have guessed that. We needed to have put blueberry in there. Lime. It's funny how it just seems so obvious when you go back to the solution. Cotton candy. And then above cotton candy is tomato. Tomato, tomato. Tomato, tomato. There's 48 pieces, so there is our solution. We've filled the board. Yeah, I had a 49 piece from another game. We've solved it. There we go. That is, oh my gosh. You guys, that was 88 minutes. That gets a train whistle. 88 minutes. So, Brainstruction is a game I created for the type of person who like has such an obsession with feeling upset and stressed out. That's who it's for. Because see that feeling in your gut right now? How stressed out you are? Because it took that long. That's the purpose. This is supposed to be the most difficult brain teaser I've ever played. And it is. We're gonna go to one so you can understand the level of complexity. So the one that we first did right there, it's a very difficult one. Here's why. Look at all the gaps. We had to solve for all those spaces. I'm gonna pull up a challenge that I designed to be easier. Here we go. So this is one of my easier challenges. Challenge number 5. So let's open up the door. What did I call this door? I called this door what did I say this was called? I didn't call it the stay put feature. What did I call this? Yeah, maybe it's the stay. Well, it's like the challenge keeper. Boy, it sounds like a prophecy. Go see the challenge keeper at the castle. So you put the challenge pieces down. This locks shut. So I guess I would just call it a challenge keeper. And the reason I came up with this is so that we don't have to keep referring back to this. You know, you won't remember which pieces you placed as challenge pieces. So that's why I created it. See, and there are 3 layers to this prototype. There's a base layer, the second layer, and then the top layer. But in real life, it would be made of plastic. There'd be 2 sides here, and then there'd be sort of like a hinge. Okay, so let's start with this section right here. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 dots there before cotton candy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the other reason I believe this game is good for a person who's had a brain injury, So one of my side effects is I can't visually keep track of how many items are in a row. And it happens with phone numbers too. But if I track a line with my eyes, let's say it's this eye, this line, sort of halfway down it starts to waver and I lose count. So I have to use my fingers sometimes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gray spots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to feel and say it out loud, just like I do with the garage door, and you should all do this. Garage door closed. You say it out loud and you watch it close. There's that connection of what you say out loud and one other, I don't know what the term is. You say it and see it, or you say it and touch it. I've learned that that combination helps solidify whatever it is in front of you, like these eggs. Okay, so there are all these eggs right here. Again, I'm no neurologist. You're like, yeah, we know. Put all these eggs right here, right? So sometimes I'll look at a jumble like this and I'm like, I lose track of visually where I stopped. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As we touch them, we meaning me and the collective we, I mean me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I feel it while I'm saying it, while I'm looking at it. That was 7, right? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I hear it. So it's that combination of, I'm sure there's some term, but I don't know what the term is. It's just a coping mechanism. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that pink one's in the right spot. Even putting this challenge together is practice. It's this visual, I don't know what the term is for touching something. Kinesiology? I don't know. I hear it, I see it, I'm touching it with my hand. So 5, so we've got cotton candy, basil, and then it gets easier because we're looking at color and they're all jammed together. We're not looking for empty spots as a setup. Grape, this is just the challenge that we're setting up, okay? Okay. I sound so confrontational. Then we're gonna go basil. See tangerine there. And it helps for me to say it out loud, just like I do when I close my garage door. I look at it and I say, garage door closed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can feel those spots. Basil's placed. Now we're going to do blueberry. You can see nestled down here under blueberry is sidewalk. We've got cotton candy. Then we've got another tangerine. Snowball. Basil's there. Lime. So above tangerine, we've got raspberry. So I'm being completely serious when I say that putting this together helps me. Just like when I'm walking up steps, like I'll kind of forget that there's like an extra step, so I feel it with my feet and I'm saying it out loud. I don't do that like every time I walk up the stairs, but occasionally I do. And you know, one universal tidbit is to just in general slow down. Just slow down, take your time. The world is not going to fall apart. So we placed grape, we've got lemon. Sky, oh look, there's another sky up against this sky. Right there. We've got lime that nestles between the two skies. How many times can I say sky? Then tangerine, so let's count. 1, 2 left, 1, 2. We've got sidewalk here. Okay, do I have everything placed for this challenge? Let's just double check. gray, blue, green. Let's look at the outer border. Everything's placed. So here's the beauty of the challenge keeper. So again, this would be a real lid. These strips of electrical tape would be latches. They would click, click, click. They'd latch underneath. I'm going to actually put them under because I don't want to stare at them. So they latch underneath. Lift this up. Click, click, click. This goes down. We've put the challenge in place. We never have to look at this again because we've done it and it's locked. So goodbye, go take a nap. And there we go. So let's reset this timer. So part of the reason that setup took the time it did was because I decided to tell you a life story 5 times. And you're welcome. I'm always saying you're welcome. Okay, I need the R in there. Are you kidding me? Why would I even be here if I couldn't see my own initial? Oh, krrr, 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 oh, krrr, oh, krrr. There we go. You have to do the high pitched. It's the only way. What can go where? That is the question. That is the question. Oh, I see why I had this one. That's the one Sneaky Snacky was holding. Hello, Gray and Jevin and GR and Emma. I'm glad everyone is here. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't take any candy from my family's home when I visited. Left it all there. I had my fill, and that is that. I probably had 5 or 6 or maybe more giant handfuls of those Starburst jelly beans. Oh my gosh. So good. And I don't feel bad because I all week was like, nope, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna wait. I never practice willpower. Like, I don't even know what that means, but this week I practiced it. Less guilt by just withholding and then having it today and enjoying it and then just lamenting about it on YouTube while you listen and roll your eyes or not. Let's put this, let's try that. Okay, we already have a yellow in this quadrant, so I'm so glad you guys are all here, really. Let's see, so Emma is asking if I remember playing this game. So I've been playing, this is Brainstruction. This is a giant 48-piece brain teaser game I created. There are a number of games on the market that are much smaller for 1 player, 2 player max. This one is for 1 player who wants to drive themselves insane, like me. You can also play this with a group. I think 4 players would be nice with the Brainstruction strategy board game. Although I think it's more of a block building. I think that's the category. It's not block building. There's a category of games. I have to look it up. Okay, what? And I was saying earlier, I have what I call my whimsy drops, like products, books, games, stuff that really doesn't matter that I think would enhance your life. I have a shop, got a bunch of selections I recommend, and the link is in the show description. And I only share stuff that I personally enjoy. I don't do boring or poorly designed, and I don't do toxicity. So no dysfunction, no boring, and no poor design. There we go. Those are 3 of my rules. That gets a train whistle. My neighbors are probably like, okay, that guy is blowing a train whistle every hour or so. And like they didn't even know there were like train tracks nearby. Can that go there? I don't think so. So we already have a yellow. Where can this go? Let's do some thinking here. So you will see we have solved a quadrant right here. See, it's filled in. Quadrant solved. It's 25% of this puzzle. And this is one of the easier ones. The more circles I've filled in my challenge to start, the easier the puzzle. The challenge has very few colored circles to start. That means you're going to need to pack a lunch because it's going to take you a while. So what's happening here? Oh, we need, what piece do we need? Like, oh, look, that's lovely. Someone asked my favorite game that I've created. That would be the Sneaky Snacky Squirrel game. This is Sneaky. Sneaky lives in a tree-shaped box, and there are 4 logs that are in the box. This is for kids ages 3 and up. Sneaky, 4 logs. There are a bunch of acorns, and everyone takes turns. And I invented this because I wanted kids to feel like they were a squirrel, like living in a box. Everyone takes turns grabbing acorns. You spin a spinner. Sometimes you lose an acorn. Sometimes you steal an acorn. And you squeeze his little paws together to pick up the acorns, put them in the log, and the first person to pick up 4, I think is it 4 or 5 acorns? One of the 2. I think it's 5. Acorns in 5 different colors. They fill their log. They're the ones who win first. Isn't he cute? So I had an artist named Lucia Gagliotti in Italy. She drew Sneaky, and then I sent it to a sculptor, and he made the first sculpt. And then we had this made out of this material so that Sneaky is almost like chopsticks. So Educational Insights makes the game. He just got his 11,000th 5-star review on Amazon. So that is the answer to your question. It's my favorite game that I've created so far. He's kind of become like a little, I know this is going to sound crazy, but like a little friend-ish sort of critter. I mean, I don't think he's old enough to play Kanoodle, but so here's a tip when you're doing like photography at a studio. This gum-looking stuff, it's called prop wax, or poster putty you can use. So look, check this. You put it on the piece, You put it in here. So when he's sitting here, it looks like he's holding it, but it's actually stuck with this stuff. Here, look. There's a guy that does all these unboxings, and he will have a lot of spheres all over his set, so he will put the, look at that, see? Magic. Put Sneaky down here. Actually, I'll replace him with my letter R. So, something like this, like an egg. I know we're playing Kanoodle, or we got Kanoodle ticker going on the side, playing brain instruction, but I want to show you something. So let's see, you have a bunch of, you could do this at home if you're decorating. Just a little tip. Something round that like slides all over the place, you know, if you want it right there, but it keeps moving, you just take some of this stuff, seriously. Pop it down. It's like magic. Here, we'll do it again. And put on this eraser. Let's see. So we're playing brain instruction. That's what this is. The first one took, was it like 80 minutes? Look. Look at that. It just stays. It's like magic. Anyway, that's how I put the piece in Sneaky Snacky Squirrel's hands. He doesn't play this game. His game comes with acorns, but I sometimes think it would be so cute for him to play another game, like checkers or something with acorns. Oh my gosh, like 3,000 of you have come in to hang out in the Department of Executive Dysfunction. So welcome. Yes, I am the director of this department. Yep. Dysfunction, executive dysfunction. What's missing up here? So I encourage you to subscribe and you will receive notifications when I do my next live stream, which is going to be on Sunday. Okay, if that goes there, we need an L in that spot. What's missing over here? What is missing? What is missing over here? That doesn't fit there. Not there either. What if we do that? I think we might be onto something here. Wonder if we could get 10,000 visitors tonight. Wonder if that's, I think you know, I'm gonna comment. Thank you all. Thank you to the, what is it, 3,500? 3,000 visitors tonight. Like, share, comment, and I think the party grows. I believe that's how it works. Oh, we already put magenta one down there. So, So, tell me, everybody, what games, if you have to pick an old school or even new board game, not video, like board game, what's top of your list? I always like to know what type of game everyone likes to, and not head games, not dysfunctional mind tricks, but like what board game is everyone playing right now? Boy, this is actually kind of difficult, this section right here. So APM Auto, this is a 48-piece group brain teaser called Brainstruction that I created. And yes, this is actually one of the easier challenges because the pieces I placed on level 1 created a gap that's pretty small. We don't have many pieces to put in place, but look at this one. I'm even afraid to show this because it's a hard one. The one that we just did was one of the most difficult ones. Look at this. So what I'm showing you on the left here, all of these pieces go down on the base layer. We lock the lid shut. This is a prototype, obviously. It's made out of cardboard and tape because that's where you start. These pieces go down, the lid gets snapped shut, and you're solving for what's left. This one we're doing right now is one of the easier ones because I wanted you to see the difference between the two types of challenges. So this one was challenge, which one was it? I'll go through all my challenges. I have so many challenges. It is, it's not that one. I've created so many of these for this large one. I have to refer back to the printed. So we had yellow in the upper left. It's one of the challenges. So the base layer that we placed, okay, I remember what we did here. So the base layer, we've got an upside down. I'm going to show you it. This is one of the easier ones that we're doing. So right here, I'm not going to show you the solution. This type of challenge that we're doing, because so many pieces are placed to start this base layer, there's not too much we have to solve for. However, get ready, fall off your seat. This one on the left, oh, like call in sick, cancel that board meeting, because this is time consuming. The one that we just did, I think was, what? I have to go back and look at the replay. 70 minutes, 80 minutes, 80 minutes of me talking about whatever crosses my mind at any moment. So I encourage you to like and share. And I love that so many of you on a holiday have come in to roll your eyes or have me talk endlessly in the comfort of your living room. Okay, so we don't have a piece that's just 2, so that is not a solve. Oh, let's see, someone has asked for a shout out. I am saying hello to Emma and to May Y and APM Auto. So I'm going to do a little train whistle. There you go. I validated your presence. Okay, Cian Tuong is saying put the light blue at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to try that. Okay, put the light blue at the bottom. Okay, now you're saying a little up. So I don't think that is not going to work because it leaves a gap of 1, and there's no such thing as a piece that's 1 sphere. Next to the purple. Oh, do you mean... Oh, I think you mean that up 1 so it's touching the purple. Yes, I think you made a good choice because that means that we've got room for this white piece. I think that's what you meant in terms of where that piece should go. Now, the question is what goes where next? Okay, so what do we not have on this side just yet? We have so there's basil. We have basil placed. What is missing over here? Oh, we need a blue. Put the dark blue between the light blue and the yellow. Oh, good thought there. But I wonder, because we've got two blues. How about up here? What's going on up here? Oh, we gotta find a home for this terrible piece. Ugh. So where will this go? I think, sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Probably all that ham. Oh my gosh, it was so delicious. It's so much ham. Maybe this goes down like that. I like how many people are popping in on a holiday. I kind of wondered if the audience would be sort of devouring ham at this moment, but I think everyone's kind of had their holiday dinner. It seems there's a blue missing there. What do we need up here? Cotton candy, that sort of skin-colored piece. Oh, and by the way, the pieces are from Kanoodle. Both Smart Games IQ and Kanoodle. It's similar pieces. So my invention is this giant board game version with the challenge keeper. It does sound like someone in a movie, like I was saying earlier, the challenge keeper. This. I think that we need a dark blue on this side, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got, what's missing on this side? I feel like there's a piece we need. Oh, it's white. No, we have a white one placed. Do we have tomato? Oh, and we need dark blue. We need we need a purple, a grape. This one's a rough one. Okay, on this side, we need baby blue. I don't see a lime, so I think we need a lime. Replace the dark blue at the top of the right corner with the orange one. Okay. Oh, good call. That's a good call. Okay, now you're saying, let's see, Xian Tuang is saying, put the light blue one up there. Well, we've already got a light blue in this quadrant, so I think what's missing up here is that one. There's a dark blue missing, right? So we have a dark blue. And a white. Look, there's the quadrant that's filled. Okay. Let's get down to business here. What if I can get rid of that? Oh, that is satisfying. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, there is freedom in not needing to know something that might put you in a very negative place. It works, it works, it works, it works. And just building kind of some inner strength. I like how I'm talking just like platitudes. You're like, what are you saying? Exactly. What am I saying? If you are going through something right now in your life, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I'm talking to you. Oh, look. See, that is satisfying. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a miracle in the making. Hold on. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm over zealous. It's a word you don't hear very often. Zealous. Like in a sentence. I don't even know how to use that in a sentence, and I have an English degree. Zealous? Zealot? I know overzealous. Bold? Overconfident? I think that's the synonym. Let's get rid of this dumb piece that I hate. Okay. Where can this go? I don't know where that piece can actually go. Can it go? That can go there. We're gonna try that, I think. Oh, yuck. Oh, that's good right there. There we go. No. 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 What am I not seeing? There's something I'm not seeing here. Okay, can't be that. So, God. This is when I start to lose my patience. Oh, good. What? Oh, this is a rough one. Oh. Okay, I'm going to show you the solution. It's kind of satisfying showing solutions because I can. So we've solved all 4 quadrants except the lower left. So that is challenge number 5. I'm going to show you solution number 5. Here you go. Look at the lower left. Let's see where. Look at that, and it's like never what you think. So the green comes out. Lower left, it's this. Then this grape piece. Oh, look at that. Up here, the grape piece comes from here. Then up here, upper left quadrant. Wow, look at that. The solution is lime green, yellow over basil. Then next to basil, we've got snowball, cotton candy. There we go. Well, I want to thank you guys for 2 hours and 23 minutes of brainstruction with me, Riley Wilkinson. I am the director of the Executive Dysfunction Department. So thank you for joining. And I wish you, oh my gosh, this pencil's so hard to write with. Good. See, look at how sloppy this is. I wish you a good night. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will see you next Sunday. Please subscribe. You'll get my next live stream notification, and I will see you in a week. All right, bye everyone.